You're watching Chad's. What does Chad do?
Go to hell.
Yeah, okay. You are experiencing Chad and his reviews of
I like beer.
the beer. Of beer.
Go to hell.
Okay.
Whether it's a lager or an ale, whether it's a stout, light, dark, or pale, if you can brew it, Chad can review it. It's time for Chad's beer reviews. He's not quite an amateur, not quite a connoisseur, but regardless of the brewer, he's got taste in beer for sure. So whether it's a porter or an IPA, whether it's from Europe or the USA, if you can brew it, Chad can review it. It's time for Chad's beer reviews.
What's up, people? Welcome to another episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Going back to Belgium this time. This is a beer that's sent to me straight from Belgium, from Bart, so thanks Bart for the beer. This is Liefmans Goudenband. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that correctly. As it comes in a blue paper wrapper, like a Christmas present, although the bottom is a dark pine green, like my shirt. It's kind of a long description, but it basically says it's an aged strong Belgian brown ale. Alright, so I mean, I'm pouring this in a Chimay chalice, and it kind of looks like a Chimay blue or something like that. I mean, look at that. It's just pure dark brown, almost kind of a maroon or purple color. The head kind of fizzled away, but it's, you know, kind of a brown, dark tan, soapy coating. I could smell it as soon as I pop the cork, and it does smell just like wine. You know, it's very kind of sour, sour grapes, you know, has a very candy kind of smell to it as well. Very sweet. Let's give it a try. Yeah, that's nice. It's definitely pretty sour and tart, but I think like an actual goose or sour is way more sour and tart than this. I'm not really sure what style this is classified as. You know, I mean, maybe it's a Flanders red. Kind of reminds me of like a Rodenbach, where it's, you know, kind of like a Belgian quad, but way more sour. You get like that kind of red grape or, you know, red raspberry up front. Through the middle, you get like the tart candy sweetness in there, and then it finishes like with an even more sour tart kick. It's really interesting. It feels very tepid. You know, it doesn't. Unlike, you know, a Chimay Blue, that's like so highly carbonated it tears up your tongue. This is the opposite. I mean, this is kind of like drinking a glass of wine. You know, just kind of a slight, you know, like a very, very fine grade sandpaper, where it has like a little bit of tingle to it, but hardly anything. I really like that sweetness in there, and the you know, the tartness. I even get like a little bit of dark chocolate in there too, if that makes any sense. I've never really had a beer like this before. I mean, we've had a few sours and, you know, plenty of, you know, big, strong Belgian dark ales and things like that, but, you know, the bottle said, well, the wrapper said, I should say, it was a Belgian strong brown ale. You know, when I think of brown ales, we think of like Newcastle and all those other kinds of brown ales of, you know, being caramel and toffee and things like that. I do get kind of a confectionery sweetness. You know, I kind of feel like there's a chocolatiness to it, but then it also has that kind of, you know, soured raspberry, sour grapes in there. Drinkability on it's pretty nice. I mean, it's not exactly a chuggable beer because it's a very sharp sourness. It finishes rather clean though. I mean, like, as soon as you finish it, like, I can kind of cluck my tongue and pull a little bit more sourness, a little more sweetness off of it. But then it kind of fades away because like right now, my tongue is just totally clean. It is starting to get a little bit more red winey now. I'm practically drinking this at room temperature, so it's reminding me of like, the red wine you have in Catholic church if you're Catholic. That kind of dry red wine, Not nearly that bad though. I mean, it's much more on the grape or raspberry side, grape juice kind of side than wine. 8% ABV. Not really much alcohol presence. Certainly no warmth, no burn as it's going down the throat. There's no label on it to show you, but I'm going to give this a 8 out of 10. It's a very good beer. Not quite up there with the Hall of Fame beers, but, it's a really good beer. Let's see what happens when I add the yeast here. Took the edge off the tartness a little. It's a little more, it feels actually a little more kind of watery and flat now. So, there you go. Drink this beer, don't add the yeast. It's better without it. So, yeah, again, 8 out of 10 for the Liefmans Goudenband. And thanks again to Bart for sending it to me, and thanks for you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it, Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Reviews. Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.